This is comedy beef.
It's not comedy beef. It's comedy club confessions.
All right. Cool. All right.
Oh, what's up, guys? We are back here in the studio, and my guest today is Rell Battle.
Yeah.
I've actually known this guy for a very, very long time, and you're killing it right now, bro.
Your family's club was the very first place I ever did stand-up comedy.
Really?
The first one.
Oh, the original one?
The original one.
No way.
Ever got on a microphone and told jokes. Food, the comedian, rest in peace, Food was there. That's when I first met Food. My first day doing comedy at the original club. Yeah, bro. So
What year was that?
fuck, I don't remember, bro.
Really?
I don't.
It's like 10. Well, Food was here, though, so it had to be at least 12, 13 years ago, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So was it open mic?
It was open mic. I went there.
That's very rare because Fuquan didn't really host open mics that much. Because
He didn't host. He was there.
Oh, he was there. Okay.
He was there. It was another.
I only
cat.
gave him a few times to host, and he was always
Nah, he
late.
didn't host. He was there. He said, "Yo, fam, you ugly, but you funny, fam." So that was my very first time. I remember that. Food was the first comedian I met in stand up. Period.
When did you come? And when did you come to? Where would you come from?
I've been living here for maybe I want to say like 2 months or something, and I was working at Cheesecake Factory, and I got fired from Cheesecake Factory, and I drove to the Ha Ha. I lived by in Burbank. I just saw Ha Ha Comedy Club. I just stopped. I didn't know nothing about it.
Oh, really?
I went in. I saw a girl on stage. She was bombing. She was hosting.
Was it the open mic or was it a show?
Open mic.
Yeah, open mic.
And then I didn't go that time. The next time I came back, and then I went up and I did like 5 minutes of stupid.
And you never wanted to do comedy like in the back of your head, but you just
the back of my head, but I wasn't really thinking about. I know it was stand up, but when I'm from DC, we don't really, we didn't really have a. I didn't know about the scene if we had one.
Yeah,
So I didn't
yeah.
know nothing about stand up. So I just was like, I was a theater guy. I was an actor. I said, I'm gonna go do this thing. So I went in there. Yeah. So
that's tight, man. And you've always had a really good work ethic from even till this day. Rell still does open mics. He's always writing. I remember when Marlon Wayans had the What the Funny.
Yeah.
Remember you took over Todd's office.
yeah.
And you were just writing scripts and sketches and this
Yeah.
and that. And honestly, what I can say is that this guy really put the work in, and it's paying off right now, man. You got a show, multiple shows. You were what is it? You were
I was on.
well, you're on like 10 things. What like everything? You were
I was on Superior Donuts a couple years ago.
Superior
I
Donuts.
created a show called Rell Battle.
He created a show, Roast Battle,
And
which we
then,
talked about on the last podcast with Los Digits.
And I did I'm on a show with Craig Robinson now called Killing It.
Killing It, which is I love it.
Thank you, bro.
Dude, I actually called him the other day. I don't know if you guys have seen this. There's a scene where you were the drama, bro. You started crying.
Yeah,
man, I started crying. Like it was just. Explain that scene real quick. What were you going through in that scene? What were you thinking about? Well, tell everyone what the scene was.
Well, there's a scene in Killing. Killing is pretty much Craig Robinson, famous Craig Robinson from all the Judd Apatow movies and stuff. The Office. He needs money, so he joins a snake hunting contest, and to get $20,000 for his family and to start his own business. And I'm his kind of like mischievous brother who's like negative and that shit ain't gonna work. You shouldn't do that. And our father dies in the very first episode, and then it's later on episode 7. Me and him are having a falling out, and I explain why I'm such an asshole on the show, and it's because of the pain of our father passing. So I have this mask to kind of keep that pain in, and I kind of break down in the swamp, middle of the swamp.
But how did you get as an actor? What were you going through in your head to get to that?
Oh, Jack, I'm an actor,
bro. It was amazing. I want to know how what were you thinking about?
No, just in theater you're trained. It's this thing called sense memory. When you're a theater student, I was a theater student in college, and with sense memory, you kind of hold like a box inside of you of painful memories in your life, and you learn how to channel. It's like a superpower. You learn how to channel it when you need it for scenes, and you just know how to think about it, get a quiet space. You kind of conjure up a lot of memories, and eventually you put those memories with the words.
Got it.
And if you do the work.
Well, you did a fantastic job. It was freaking amazing. With stand up though, so how long were you doing stand up at the Ha until you kind of made your way over the hill to improv, Laugh Factory, and all that?
I didn't know that about the game, so I was dumb. I was going in the first year. Like I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you're supposed to start off open mics and then go to the club. I didn't know.
You were just doing everything.
Well, I didn't know any comedians.
Yeah,
I just, you grew up here. I didn't.
Yeah.
I was in college and doing theater.
Got it.
So I would go to the Ha Ha open mic, and then I would go try to get on Tripping on Tuesdays. Like I didn't know. I didn't know. Or I did
Yeah.
the open mic at the store, open mic at the factory. I did all the open mics. I didn't know.
Yeah.
So I was trying to get into the clubs early when I wasn't ready, but I had like a good 3 minutes early, like really early. I had success early on.
Yeah.
Like open mic success.
Yeah.
Where I was able to get a good open mic and I could do it. So I had like 3 to 5 minutes that was pretty decent because I had stage presence from theater.
Yeah.
So that kind of, it might take 6 to 8 years just to get comfortable on stage for a lot of people. But I already had that from theater.
Yeah.
So at least I had presence, even though the jokes weren't funny.
Yeah.
I had presence. So
You're very likable, very likable.
I was likable, even though the jokes might not have been working.
Yeah.
So I think I was doing like tripping on Tuesdays. I was hosting Chocolate Sundays in my 3rd year. Remember I brought you on?
Yeah. That was your 3rd year doing comedy?
When you came, no. I've been doing it for a while, but
yeah.
I started hosting Chocolate Sundays the First Impressions in my 3rd year.
Got it.
Yeah. So I didn't know what I was doing, bro.
Dude, you know what's crazy? I never wanted to audition for Chocolate Sundays.
Right.
I just said I don't know what the audition was.
Right.
Yeah. Pookie saw me at the Haha one night.
Right.
He was there to see someone else, and he goes, "Have you ever done my room?" And I go, "No." And so he called Lonnie, and then they put me up that night. And then I thought I was getting a regular spot, because I already been doing it for like 8-9 years, And then I did that. But you gave me a really good intro, man.
You killed it, bro.
You gave me a fucking great intro.
You killed it,
and after the first 2 guys that got bombed, I was so nervous.
But that's why you did that Bernie Mac shit. I ain't scared of you, motherfucker. Like, I got enough time, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You went up, did your shit, and got the fuck on. So
I was fucking
I remember you were nervous as fuck. You were shaking.
I was fucking shaking.
I remember you by the steps. Like, I'm like, you do this every day.
I know, but it was different. The Chocolate Sundays, it was freaking packed.
It's always packed.
They just booed the guy before, remember? Because he was dancing for like forever.
Yeah.
He was dancing forever, and then they goes, "What up, guys?" And then they lit him, and he's like, "What the fuck?" He literally danced for like a minute and a half.
Right.
And then they fucking booed him, and then I'm like, "Holy fuck!" Like, I've never seen this. I've only heard stories about it, but I'm seeing it live. Like, now I'm next.
But I was gonna get the crowd right for you, bro. Come on.
Yeah, you got me. Good, dude. I was so nervous that I got off stage, my nose started bleeding. That's how much.
Really?
I was fucking nervous.
Like, I got enough time. I got 3 minutes,
I
bro.
Yeah. And I even go, "Was that good? Was it good?"
No, you did good. I remember. I was there.
Fucking crazy. Dude.
I remember that shit. Yeah.
Oh man. So tell me about this real quick. What is your favorite moment with comedy right now? Like what
now?
Like right now? Like how do you feeling right now? Because like you have so much success on TV with stand up. You did a late night set, right?
Conan a couple of years ago. Yeah.
You did Conan.
Yeah, I did Will Smith's thing 2 years ago.
Oh yeah.
It was on Roku. Yeah.
How was Will Smith?
Oh man, a top 5 moment in my career.
Yeah.
It was the most fun I've ever had. He picked 12 comics. He flew us all to Vegas. We just fucking partied and drank, and we would do like a show a night.
Really?
For like 3 nights. It was fucking amazing. We partied. It was dope.
Yeah.
It was dope as fuck.
That must be amazing.
Just hanging out with a bunch of comics in Vegas for free. And everything's paid for.
That's everything's paid for.
Me and Rosebud, Sean Patton, all these great comics, man, just had a fucking ball, man.
Yeah.
It was great. It was awesome.
That's crazy. Did you get along with everybody on that?
Yeah, everybody got along. We partied. We just drank, man. We just, Shane Torres?
I don't know Shane
Torres. We just drank, bro. We just got up.
I never seen you. You weren't that much of a drinking type.
I'm not really. I don't really drink often, but like when I go on the road, I might dabble, dabble. But I don't.
You were just in Phoenix. Were you drinking in Phoenix?
Yeah, I was with Jackson McQueen, fantastic comic Jackson. Yeah. We partied. We had a good time.
Yeah, I love Jackson McQueen.
He's a good dude. Yeah,
he's great.
He's a good dude. Yeah. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, right now to answer the question, I didn't like being on the road, and I'm starting to like being on the road. I like being in a different city and trying new things every night, and I'm liking that process now because I'm trying to expand my hour and longer and longer.
It feels like an open mic, right? You can work out your shit.
Yeah, you fit spots in, and crowds on the road are a little bit more appreciative of comedy because they don't get it every day.
Yeah.
So I like trying new shit on the road. That's been a lot of fun for me.
I love the road. The road's the best.
I don't know if I love it. I can do 6 weeks and I got to come back home. I can't do.
6 weeks,
you stay on the road.
I stay on the road.
I can't stay on the road.
If I had that TV money, I would totally stay here.
I can't stay on the road, man.
Yeah. Anything coming up? Like, be auditioning for anything lately?
No, because we starting the show. I shot another pilot called Bama's for ABC Hulu back in March. Hopefully that gets picked up. 2 comedians created that show, and hopefully we found out about that. But I'll just be like a featured, one of the recurring roles. But we start shooting, I think around September. For Killing It season 2, so I gotta chill for that.
I was actually just in Tampa, and there was that snake thing going on right now.
Yeah.
It's actually
it's a real thing.
It's a real thing. People are there's chasing pythons
because there's too many pythons. They mate so fast that they can take over and start to kill the population. Snake, other snakes. deers and rabbits, and so they start to kill everything, local pets. So they gotta hunt a lot of them out. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, it's real.
That's right. I know. I hit up Craig. I'm like, dude, this is fucking real. He's like, yeah, it's real. Dude, he had a. Did you know what happened on the there was an attack at the club?
What club?
North Carolina. You read the article?
Oh no, he's good. I texted him. He's good money. Yeah, he good money.
Yeah.
Somebody came in and started shooting. So Craig like, I got to get the fuck up out of here. Craig did a little shuttle around when he run.
If you guys don't know, there was a attack at a comedy club in North Carolina, and Craig Robinson was working. Thank God he's okay.
Yeah, he's good money.
Oh man, dude.
Yeah.
So right now with comedy, I have a question. I ask all the comics.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you think might not like you for some reason, and you have no, like, you know what I mean? Like you don't, not like a beef, but like, is there someone that you think doesn't like you for some reason?
I mean, look, man, I don't think it's right now. I got no problem with nobody. I mean, every comic has had beef in the past. Like we've all had beef with different people.
Mm-hmm.
I had some roast battle issues with my roast battle show, so I'm currently banned at the Comedy Store on Tuesday nights. I think I am. I don't know. I ain't checked in a while, but I don't really need the Comedy Store no more, so I don't go often. But nah, I know. To my knowledge,
who put that ban?
It was a thing, but it was the comedy. It was the thing with roast battle and all that whole shit. But I don't. The Comedy Store manager at the time, because I had issues with the roast battle with my ex partner in roast battle, and so my ex partner and one of the bigger producers on the show. The name of the show. You want me to say his name? I ain't saying his fucking
I'm
name.
not saying his name. I didn't say anything.
But they both.
I didn't ask you to bring this story, but I forgot about this story.
They both got me banned. But nah, I
actually I really forgot about this story.
Yeah, but I got no beef, man. I can't beef. Like success is the best revenge, man. And so I can't.
Yeah.
I got multiple shows. I sold another show as a writer. I'm on the road. I'm touring. I'm an actor. I'm in New York. I got a place out there. Like
you're blessed, bro.
I can't really, from
blessed.
starting open mics at your dad's spot. Like I can't even look at. We're not even in the same rooms.
Yeah.
To have an issue, it's two different levels. So
yeah.
So I can't even say I got a beef with nobody for real.
That's great.
And
man.
whoever don't like me, I don't know it because I don't be paying attention.
You don't care. I mean, you seem like you've always been a freaking super nice guy, dude. I've never heard someone say, "Oh, Rell's this, Rell's that." I've always only heard nothing good things about you.
Well, my life was very stressful before comedy, so my life was it. DC's a very tough area, so a lot of bad shit happens. So growing up, just around your neighborhoods and shit. So this is easy. Like when motherfuckers got beef, like they mad at that's not real beef.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we grew up, we had real issues. I had to really walk, get a ride home because it was probably, you know what I'm saying? So a fucking nerd comic.
Yeah.
I smacked the shit out you. So I don't even really get upset about shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm good, man. I'm happy right now. We always trying to get better, trying to be great.
Who's in your circle right now? Who's in like your close immediate circle? Or who's been in your circle from like the day one? The day ones.
Well, Food's one of my day ones, bro. We both love food.
Yeah.
Like Yasser, Lester, I don't know if you know Robbie Slowick, Akash, like a lot of New York guys and my dudes,
Akash,
man. Yeah. My dudes out here, me and Francisco Ramos go back, Dave Murphy, Jackson McQueen's one of my closest friends in comedy. That's my brother.
Yeah.
I keep it pretty, I kind of rock with the same guys.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? That ain't changed too much. You know what I'm saying?
Great.
Rest in peace, Young Jack Knight, who just passed. Good comic.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot
of my comic friends passed.
Were you close to Jack?
He was like a little young, like one of my little homies. Like we weren't like best friends or whatever, but he's a guy that I can call him for whatever. Congratulations, he hit me up. It was always love. He came to the parties and stuff.
You guys are in the same path, so both writers and
yeah. We both he's one of the guys that I saw like we go to the same paths. We know the same people. So he was definitely a guy that I fucked with like a little homie of mine. Man, I really liked him a lot.
Yeah, man. I didn't know him like that.
Yeah, he was a good kid, very funny.
Yeah, he was. I didn't even know he was that young.
28.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
Yeah, I still rock with Jermaine Fowler. That's still my dude.
Jermaine Fowler, yeah.
That's still my guy.
Still doing stand up?
Yeah, he's still doing stand up. He's an actor.
He's an actor.
He's on FX dramatic projects.
Yeah.
He's a whole nother level. So
yeah. That's great. Is that something you want to do to be more dramatic too?
I just enjoy this, man. Like
you enjoy this moment right now.
People act like I'm leaving stand up when I talk to them. Like, man, I'm an entertainer, bro. I love it all. I came from theater, so it's like it's not foreign for me to go there.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to do something different. And the funny thing about this show, I didn't even expect it to be this. I thought the show was just me being funny with Craig. I didn't know that there were going to be like these serious, deep elements of drama involved. I had no clue.
What was the audition like?
It was a comedy scene with me and Craig. It was me talking shit to Craig. That's it. That's what I do. I talk shit. That's all I knew. And then when I got the job, they go, yeah, this is kind of like a hybrid.
Yeah.
It's a dramatic, you know what I'm saying? I said, oh, snap.
That's good.
So that was great. But I didn't know it. I had no clue.
Yeah, I was talking to Craig because I called him when I opened for him at the Irvine Improv. I called him
Yeah.
Gregory. I called him Gregory, and then I asked him about that because there's a scene in Killing It where you call him Gregory.
I call him that a lot,
and that was improv. That wasn't in the script. Was
so
it?
what happened was when we would like do our tests, I like tests and I like our auditions. I call him Gregory anyway, just naturally, knowing him as a stand-up.
Yeah.
So the writers they kept hearing me call him that, just hanging out, or we go meet like a lunch or something, talk about the scenes.
Yeah.
And they just added it to the script.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Because I call him that anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just to kind of bring some kind of authenticity to the elements of it. Yeah.
And you guys are super tight?
Oh man, that's my bro, man. Like I knew him pretty decently.
Yeah.
And now it's like, you hang out with somebody. We hung out like every day for 4 months.
Yeah.
We in the club every night doing stand up, partying.
Yeah.
We talking about the scene. He would call me to rehearse midnight. We'd leave a club or a bar or whatever from doing shows. He'd be like, yo, let's go out to the car and rehearse. We would do the scenes.
Wow.
For like an hour.
Yeah, you guys have really good chemistry on the show.
Yeah, he's a consummate professional, man.
He's super talented, man.
Because he's really laid back and chill. I'm like extra energy, so it's like acid and bass. It works kind of perfectly.
Was he playing the piano while doing the scenes?
He did everything, bro.
But while running the scenes?
Bro, he's talented, bro.
I know, that's crazy.
He's stupid talented.
He's so talented.
Yeah. He don't even try. He's not even like...
crazy. It's crazy. We're at the club, and I'm like, hey, man, why don't you play like Selena? And then you just hear him listening to the song.
Yeah.
All he gotta do is listen to it, and then he can figure out how to play it.
Because he played in the choir for years with his mom. His brother, his whole family's musicians.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So they all play instrument. Rest in peace, his mom. They all play. So he has like, he can hear it. He can hear the notes and just be like, do. Yeah, he's talented, man.
Wow. What kind of advice would you give young stand-up comedians coming to LA? What's something you wish you did or you didn't do?
Get a TikTok page.
You think do you think TikTok is really necessary?
The what?
TikTok is really necessary? You think it's really?
I think it depends what you want, right? You can. There's building a career and there's building a fan base.
Okay.
They both count. Let's not get it twisted.
Yeah.
So you can build a career. That's gonna be auditions. That's gonna be putting yourself out there. But there's also building a fan base. Like there's TikTokers and YouTube comedians who will take our spots in the club, and I'm not mad at that because to build to build 1 million people on a social media app is not easy to do.
It's not.
You ever like hang out with the Ha Ha Davises and the Country Waynes and the DC Young Flies and whoever? These guys are filming constantly with the camera. They got the setup. They're working their ass off. Like King Batch, like they work.
They work.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's taking time for them to develop their comedy, but it takes us all time to develop their comedy.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's called show business, and comedy clubs got to fill the seats, man. And if a guy has 1 million followers, he can get those people in, and then he's gonna have that space. But the good thing is that they're bringing in comics like DC will bring, Carlos, who's been doing it forever as a stand-up, these guys. So ultimately, that's a fan base. You can't deny that. At the same time, you got to put your work in. So Kevin Hart is the epitome of all of it. He's a stand-up. He's also a social media star. You know what I'm saying? So
was he big on social media before he was?
Yeah, people forget. Kevin was cracking on social media.
Really was?
People forget it. Facebook, all that. He hired a team. Before people were hiring a team, he hired a team. He said this one time. He asked Dan Cook, how'd you get so big? Because remember, Dan Cook was the first social media
guy, yeah.
Yeah, MySpace guy. He said, MySpace, bro. I hit everybody back. I respond to everybody. I do all that. It's a third job. Comedians think they can just wake up and write jokes and go perform.
Yeah.
And people like those guys, like Kevin Hart, they wake up, they write jokes, they perform, and they treat their social media like a job. So I think a fan base is important, man. Yeah. I can get booked because of little stuff I've done, but man, if Country Wayne can pack out, 600 people in a comedy club, they're gonna book Country Wayne, and that's their business. So that's the game, bro. I don't get mad at it. I just kind of embrace it as the game.
Yeah, I literally just started doing clips on my Instagram.
Yeah,
and I just transferred them over to TikTok. And I had a video that one of my videos hit over 800,000 views. That's crazy. And I was like, wow, this is freaking nuts. And random people from all over the country like following me, and I'm like,
bro, people do that. Yeah,
people do that. And I'm like, this is the game.
We forget. Comedy club fans are a very small population.
Yeah,
most people do not go to comedy clubs. Very small population go to comedy clubs. It's all people who ain't doing nothing else. They got nothing to do but be on their phones. Yeah, and they follow you, and hopefully they come to your show. So it's just a new market to help, man. Podcast fans are people that come to your shows.
Okay.
So I
do you have a podcast?
No, I don't. I have nothing. I'm too controversial.
Okay, let's talk about that.
It's controversial, man. I'll get into much trouble.
Really?
Yeah, and I part of me is like, I like to just express myself, my thoughts on stage. I don't really, this is a job. Yeah, this is a job. This is I didn't know I was gonna make it on time. I'm like 4:30. You text me 5 times, like, okay, Jack want me really to be there. You say 4:30, 4:30.
Yeah.
So I put my energy into filming and creating my own projects and writing. My energy's still going to a place, but I don't know. I honestly don't think I want that level of fame in a weird way. Like I would never want to be Kevin Hart. A lot of comics like, yeah, right. I'm like, no, that's too much for me.
Too much.
I've been around Kevin in the club. Like, that's a lot.
It's a lot. It's too much.
A lot. Like that boy can't go
anywhere.
I like a nice level where it's like recognizable. You can book out and sell out, whatever.
Like who's what level of fame would you want?
I like Chris Rock because I think Chris Rock is famous, but he feels like the kind of celebrity that people don't bother too much. Like, I've been in a restaurant in New York and Chris Rock was in there and people left him alone. He don't get like from what I've seen, people go, oh, Chris Rock. But in the comedy club sense, I feel like Chris Rock can still go to New York and go hang out, maybe sign a couple autographs, but he's not
getting bombarded.
People don't chase him. I feel like people chase Kevin Hart down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's scary, dude.
That's too much for what I think is my personality.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So you didn't answer the question yet. So what advice would you said TikTok, but what would you get a TikTok, right? You said get a TikTok, but what wouldn't you do?
I would say definitely get into social media, which I didn't want to really get into a lot. Because that's a part of the market now, and you kind of have to do that for people. Just find what's good about it. Like, find if your sketches are good or if your comedy clips are good. Find what's good about social media. You don't have to do the quick TikToks.
Yeah.
But I would also definitely say stretch out your scenes. I was so into trying to just be in one scene.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the Valley scene. LA, you got the Valley scene. You got the beach Santa Monica scene. You got the Hollywood scene. You got the Silver Lake alt scene. I would have tried to hit them more. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of stay Valley, Hollywood.
Yeah.
If I knew better, I'd have went to Silver Lake. I'd have seen what's going on over there.
The alt comics.
Alt comic scene. Just to be in the scene.
What is an alt comic?
An alt comic is well, it's like this. We have 3 scenes in LA, right?
Uh-huh.
You have the urban scene, you have the mainstream scene, you have the alt scene.
So what are the Latino? Is urban considered urban? Latino scene?
Latino's their own scene, but they kind of fit into more or less of an urban scene.
Okay.
Right? So the alt scene, they are the most original. They try to be as most original possible, and they are. They're a little weird. They're weirder, but they are the most original. But they are. But they also they're most original. They make you think more. Yeah. So that's when I go. I love going because that angle is so incredible, and that's where the industry is. Hate it or love it, the industry's over there.
Yeah,
because the geeks are the ones who moved up in the comedy central and FX.
Okay, I'm with that.
The mainstream scene is the popular scene. Obviously, the Kevin Hart, the Dan Cooks, the most relatable scene. They're gonna do the big clubs. The all guys aren't gonna do. There's no all guy doing Kevin Hart numbers. Period.
Yeah.
Right? And then you have the urban scene who they're gonna be big in their community and they can kind of break out to that. Yeah. But they kind of got to stay there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like even the Mexican comics. How many Mexican comics do you see leaving that scene other than like Felipe Esperanza? How many guys really leave that? Same thing for the hardcore urban scene. Not too many hardcore urban comics leave that, like D-Rays, you know what I'm saying?
Like David Arnold
I consider David Arnold mainstream though.
Yeah, he's mainstream now.
David Arnold writes for Full House on Netflix. That's mainstream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about that.
He's a mainstream
Shout out to David Arnold, man. He has a new Netflix special.
Yeah.
Check it out.
He's a mainstream comic that is an urban scene comic. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm that. I feel like I'm a mainstream comic that flirts in the urban scene a lot as well as a little bit in the alt scene.
Yeah, I can see you alty.
I kind of play them. all.
You can play both.
Well, I play them all because my jokes are just like my jokes kind of can fit wherever.
Yeah.
But when I could tell myself, I definitely would have spent more time. I wasted years at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, years. And no disrespect, it's still the greatest comedy club in the country. But I wasted time when I wasn't getting up, just being there.
Just hanging out.
If I wasn't getting up, I should have took my ass to Silver Lake. I should took my ass to the Ha Ha.
Yeah.
Took my ass to Santa. You know what I'm saying?
That makes a lot of sense.
But when I came in the game, the Comedy Store was everything.
Yeah.
Right? And now you come into the game, Comedy Store's like, okay, cool, but I need to be over here at this spot over that spot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. When I first started doing comedy, I was doing Friends and Family at the Comedy Store, and then Benji put me on. But I was doing those little 3-minute spots.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I want to make money, bro, and I want to be able to grow. And I felt like I couldn't hang out there. All I was doing was drinking, doing drugs, and just.
Why do you?
I wasn't being productive.
I always wonder this about you. Why would you not just go up every single day at your place?
Because I wanted to challenge myself and be around different. I would get up.
That's fucking ridiculous.
This
motherfucker has his own comedy club.
But I would get up, but I wanted to be around other crowds. I would do both.
Right, but you just get. I mean, you're doing fine now, but if I had my own comedy club,
but think about it. How many times would I get up at the hall and be
every fucking day?
But it just I don't know. I would just get up and do open mics.
See this shit?
But then whatever.
I would have hosted 6 nights a week, 5 times. I mean,
but that's what everyone thinks I did. But I didn't.
No, I know you didn't do it because I was there.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't be around.
I would never be there. I'm still not there.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be around. So I was like, what the fuck? But it is what it is.
It works. It is what it is.
But I definitely would have not wasted so much
time. You know
time.
The truth is, honestly, the reason why I didn't perform that much at the Ha was because I wasn't able to be a comedian there. I was an owner's son, and I would have to do stuff like go take the trash out, go set up the bar,
That's
go
fair.
do this. So like I couldn't really like sit down on the couch and write jokes and like be a comic.
Well, I hear
I
you,
would be
but
like,
but you know who else is a comedian's son?
Who?
Pauly Shore.
And
that
he
motherfucker
left
went
the
up
Comedy
every day.
Store.
After he was already rich and famous.
Oh,
he already had an Encino Man.
but Pauly Shore probably didn't have the work ethic I did at the club. Like I'm cleaning dishes, parking cars, doing security.
In the 80s, he might have. I don't know.
We don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, look, you're doing fine now. You're touring now, but I don't think people see you as
Did my dad send you here?
No. I don't think people see you as I'm just seeing it from a guy wwho couldn't afford to go up.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dang, I wish I'd have had been there every single day.
You're right.
By the way, I still pay for open mic. They still charge me.
That's what.
And I headline that mother. Sometimes
He's a fucking headliner.
I'm still open mic. I still get charged.
But you don't wait in line no more. Do you wait? Do you wait to go?
I'll wait. No, at least I got that much.
Well, anytime he ever asked me for spots, I always put you up.
That's true. You do.
He literally texted me, "Yo, man, Jack, I need to get up." I said, "Friday? I can't Friday." I'm like,
no, it's facts. This is fact. Dude.
Hey guys, real quick, shout out to our sponsor, Comedy Showcase app. Comics put their content up. You get views. You get paid. Really cool thing. The industry watches it. Check it out. Comedy Showcase app. Dude, Rell, you are amazing, man. Thank you so much for this. How long have we known each other now?
Gosh, over a decade, bro.
Dude, this guy is one of the nicest, most humble guys in the world. Please,
that's because I ain't made no real money yet.
Keep supporting him.
Wait till I blow. Fuck all y'all.
Where can they find you, bro?
Podcast. Where?
That's what I thought he was in. I thought he was in a big time. When I texted him like, "Hey man, would you do the podcast?" He goes, "Yeah, man, I'll do it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." I didn't have to bribe him or anything.
No, just Rell Battle everything on the social apps, baby.
Check him out, man. Love you guys so much. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you. And thank you for listening, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.